Hey, Michele, thanks so much for coming to spend some time with me today. And thank you so much for becoming a Vibe Tribe moderator. I hear you're new.
I am new, and thanks, Tracy. Yeah, it's been a very long story, and maybe you and I will talk about that on another call. But I'm excited to tell you about a couple of people who have had what I call miraculous experiences with their QT wave. The first one I'm going to tell you about is a really good friend of mine. And she has an aortic aneurysm that last year was a 4.9. And 5.0 is when they do surgery. She also had extreme bone loss in her mouth that led to a root canal. She needed a root canal. And she got her device on May 2nd of this year. And she just had 2 follow-up appointments back to back. The first with the aortic aneurysm, which is now a 4.6 from a 4.9. I was thrilled to hear that. Thrilled. This is a gal who's kind of like a Tracy. You know, she eats well, she exercises, she takes really good care of herself. And when she went to her endodontist for a recheck on this root canal, he said, there isn't any sign of bone loss happening in your mouth anymore. And you know, traditionally they say this bone will not grow back. You got it, you got lost, that's it. And it's growing back with her.
Wow, that's really amazing, to be honest.
Oh my gosh. I said, do please keep me posted on that, because that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And the other one is also a friend of mine, and she has had lymphedema for years and continues to work. And she said on a scale of 1 to 10, the pain in her arm is beyond pain. It's a burning, and it's 724. And she said, some days it's just so awful, I can barely stand it. She got her device. We're talking about the lymphedema. And I said, why don't you just put it on your arm? Kicks and giggles, humor me, see what happens. She said it was not 30 to 45 seconds and the pain was gone. Gone.
Oh.
So I just texted her today and I said, hey, I'm just checking in on that lymphedema and the pain. What's going on with you? And she said, I use my device every single day. She said, I keep it on my arm. If I take it off, the pain does come back, not as badly. But she said, I love my device.
Aww.
So I look forward to it being completely gone someday for her.
Yeah. How long has she been a member?
I think only since October, because they were catching up on delivery at that point in time. So I think she waited a few weeks for her device. I don't think she's had it more than 4 or 5 weeks. No.
Send me a message and I'm going to forward you our WOW call where Dr. Gloria spoke all about lymph. And there's things that she may or may not know about that she can do to help move the lymph. And Dr. Gloria was amazing on that. So send me a message and I'll forward everything to you. Okay.
Awesome. I will do that. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Deborah.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming and spending time today. And thank you for being a moderator. You've been around for a while, haven't you?
I have. I was in the second wave of moderators, and I think I started around April 20th, officially after my training. So yeah, I've been around for a while.
Thank you. Yeah, I've seen you around for a while, so I knew that you do a great job. So what is your best story that you've got for 2023, Deborah?
Well, I have 2. And one was from a member who 3 to 4 years ago got hot grease splatter in the member's eye, in the right eye, and it created blurry vision. And so she's been having this blurry vision for 3 to 4 years. And the member had only had the white device for 6 days, and the vision started to clear up. Now,
Woohoo!
I wasn't able to follow up with the member to see where they're at now, but I thought that was very impressive that, you know, after 3 to 4 years of blurry vision, that would change within 6 days of wearing the white device. So that was pretty great.
What a gift.
And the other story I want to share is with a member that had the device, the black device for 6 months and the white device for 1 month. And this member had diabetic neuropathy and couldn't feel their feet. And now they can feel their feet. And one thing that happened after getting the white device was they were sitting, working on something, and they were able to get up just with their legs, not holding on to anything, you know, so they were much, much stronger. And there's so many people that suffer from diabetes and diabetic neuropathy. So I thought that was an important share.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time. They expect a third to a half of the kids today, or maybe it's a half to 2/3 to develop type 2 diabetes, which, you know, that's where they get the neuropathy from down the road as a complication, to have it because of their diet. So that is amazing if we can reverse that.
Yeah.
What a quality of life that's going to bring, you know, to this individual. So thank you for sharing, and
You're
thank you
welcome.
for, you know, being a moderator for, gosh, what now, 8 months? That's fabulous. I love it. And Mickey D, thank you so much for coming here and spending time with us, and for being a moderator. You've been a moderator now, what, for about 3 or 4 months?
No, much longer than that, since April.
Really? Wow,
Yeah.
you're brand new.
Yeah, well, I came in and then, you know, I was feeling good from the black device, and then got a setback. It quit working. So it for 10 days, it reset. But, you know, my story in itself is a testimony to this device too. But again, I have 2 wonderful I have so many. I love the members. I love being with these people twice a week. You know, I missed a couple from the flu, but it's just so empowering to hear the testimonies. I mean, it just gives me that hope and love for humanity, you know, again. But anyways, let me share this one. It sits with my heart, and it really tears me up. And it's a couple member, and the one member spine has been twisted. I mean, literally, and she showed the X-ray, and it is mind blowing how you could even function with a spine that way. And she couldn't walk. She was in a wheelchair. She couldn't drive. Again, in their older, you know, probably, you know, 70s, 80s. Husband, nonverbal as well, but I'll get to him. Anyway, she is now walking. She is out of a wheelchair. She is, and here's the biggest point, and I love her story because for 5 months, and she's a long timer, like an OG in the group, but she, for 5 months, was not feeling anything from her device. And you probably know who I'm talking about. And all of a sudden, and was getting, you know, as anybody would, you know, nothing's happening. What's going on? Anyways, next thing you know, things were happening. She was able to get out of the wheelchair. She was able to use the walker, and now she's driving and moving, and less medicines, and just everything across the board. I'm tearing up now. And her husband, y'all wouldn't, you know, the times I've been blessed to be with them, never communicated. She always spoke for him. And now he's communicating And it's just so like, oh man, and they're renewed and just so positive and happy and joyous. But again, her story of 5 months without feeling anything, and we're all different, right? And figuring all this out. So it stays with me. It really does. And then the other one is another couple, and same kind of scenario, except on her side, insomnia for years. I can relate. Back pain, total relate. And being the caretaker for her partner, her spouse, he was nonverbal, stroke. Hasn't been able to communicate. Go to church, couldn't talk with anybody. And now he's talking. Now he's communicating. And he talks, I actually got to talk to him. So it was just like, forgive me, y'all. I'm just like, oh my God, this is amazing, And then, quickly, I've been dealing with multiple surgeries and from accidents, and a woman that left me dead on the side of the road on the way to work one morning. So, multiple surgeries and so forth, 19 years of horrible, debilitating pain. You just didn't want to be in the world anymore because nothing was getting better. And not that I went there, but you know what I mean, I hope. And, I had this since April 9th, and then 5 months with the black device. I'm up moving, walking. I'm not on the couch for weeks because I can't move. I'm in so much pain. I've got a pump in me, that I'm getting taken out or getting stopped. Have been having them take it down and my neurosurgeon's going, what's going on? You're not supposed to come back. My spine is depleting. I have more bone spurs and took out 3 of my vertebrae. So I'm one of them testimonies too. And they're all of us. It's just miracles left and right. I can't get enough of it. It's just, thank you, beautiful creator God, for all of y'all in this beautiful project, LWS. It's just amazing. So forgive me, I don't mean to get on but
making me cry, Michele.
Really tears me up. I'm so happy, but it's just tears of joy and just like, finally, God, we're getting help. We're getting help we need it. So, I thank Cynthia, as I've told her, for fortitude, for pushing ahead Dr. A. And man, I wouldn't be here, so I wouldn't be able to sit here for this long and talk to y'all. And I'd be like, okay, I gotta go. I can pop up now. Being normal is a new thing for me, so
that's awesome.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Endless
stories.
I love it. And I love how much your heart is just expanding with these. And I could just feel it. And you make me get teary-eyed and mess up my makeup. I know that's going to happen. But isn't it just so joyful to hear other people? Speaking of those bone spurs you were saying about on your spine, I interviewed somebody the other day that was, her dermatologist was plucking them out from her forehead. Like she was in a severe car accident as well. And so she must have had fragments of bone that were just like there. And her dermatologist like, what in the heck is this? Like it was bone. And Dr. A says that this device will help remove vectors, anything in our body that's not supposed to be there. And to me, like a bone fragment is a vector, right? It's supposed to either be a part of something or so I thought that was interesting. It just was working its way out.
And see, for me, real quick on that note, the ones in my neurosurgeon, he had to go 3 hours over in my surgery that was only supposed to be for 3 to 4 hours because he could not get all the bone spurs. He's like, there's just no way. You're unfortunately going to be in this debilitating pain for the rest of your life and in a wheelchair before long. So, it's just amazing what this little, I call it, my little magical frequency friend, but what it does, and you don't have to take any medicine, and you don't have to see no doctor, and you just wear it, and, and people are like, even my neurosurgeon said, well, okay, I need to know more about it. What do you got to take? What are you doing? I'm like, nothing, I just wear it. well, what, no, who are you seeing? What, no, you just wear it, doc. So, and I said, go to QHS, go look them up, see testimonies. I hate to tell you, we'd love to have you where what I plan on doing, but this old medicine's going away. You guys are not going to be in business.
Well, don't tell them that.
Not that way. I mean, and I told him, no, I told him you'll be in the new technology world of medical, because medicine, you know, and he's one of them doctors, y'all, that he's very open to anything that will help. But at the same time, you know, everybody's making a living. They're taught what they're taught, or they don't want to know more. So
yeah, send them the testimonial videos. You guys, I love the highlight reels because it like will whet your appetite and it will have you be hungry for more when you know, watch a highlight reel of somebody, like maybe they had, you know, pain, or maybe they had a heart issue, or, you know, there's probably about, I don't know, maybe 15 of them now. And so those I think are the best, because then it will help people start digging into more bigger stories, longer stories, you know? So
I think that's perfect. The little highlights gives just exactly what you said. I'm so glad you're doing this, because as much as I love all the videos and I watch them all, but for people to get what Deborah said, what her friend said, what I've said in that short version, it really opens up them receptors to information.
yeah,
I think. Right?
yeah, just whets their appetite, and then they can go and dig deeper and deeper. And it's funny, Cynthia originally wanted me just to do short interviews, but I feel like the long stories really connect with your heart. And then the testimonials are for just getting that first taste, you know? So that's awesome.
Exactly. So they can go dig and go, I want to hear that story a little bit more. I want to know what happened, what hers is. Yeah. They're great. And thank you again for all you do, girl. You're like definitely Wonder Woman back there. I'm like, I'm going to be like Tracy. I'm going to grow up and be like Tracy.
Well,
I'm working my way.
It's a labor of love. I love what I do. And so it's fun. Like seriously, hearing stories of good news every day. I mean, that's like my favorite thing ever. Right.
Yeah. I mean, you can't complain about a job like that. I mean, who wouldn't? So.
Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for being excellent moderators. And I'm so looking forward to seeing what 2024 is going to bring QHS.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tracy. Me too.
I know, right? And I want to add one thing. I really feel like all of y'all are on this foundation of this company and the way it's going to grow, because we only are at thousands now, but soon we'll be at hundreds of thousands and then millions. So your piece of the puzzle is extremely important. And so please just know how much we honor you.
And that's ditto back to y'all 1,000-fold.
Thank you.
Thank you
All right,
for
you
all
guys.
that you do.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure.
Yes, thank you, Tracy. Thanks.
Have a beautiful weekend. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Thank
You
you.
too.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.
Thank you for making this QHS project fly. This valorous admin team, thank you. The Key community welcomes you. Thank you for making your home QHS healthy and happy. Thank you for helping us place QH centers all around the world. Together, hand in hand, we make miracles happen. QuantumHealingSystems.org. Thank you.